Hello and welcome to the Ohio Association for College Admission Counseling Virtual College Fair. We're so excited to have you participating in this event. We have some fantastic schools here with us today. My name is Jenny and I will be your facilitator. Before we get started, a few housekeeping items. Your camera and microphone are off, so panelists cannot see or hear you. However, you can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to check out the schedule on the website. This presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/Ohio. That's strivescan.com/Ohio. I'd now like to turn it over to our first presenter, Oakland University.
Thank you so much. So good evening, everyone. My name is Michaela Gibson, and I'm an undergraduate admissions advisor here at Oakland University. So I will go ahead and get started because we are on a very strict time schedule. So Oakland University, I would like to first mention that we are a fee-free institution, so you do not have to pay to apply. You can apply at oakland.edu/apply. We offer over 140 different undergraduate major programs, as well as 135 graduate and certificate programs. For freshmen, we require an online application, a high school transcript, and a 2.5 is for to be admitted, you have to have a 2.5 GPA, and then we are test not required. So if you submit your SAT or ACT test scores, again, that is optional. They do help for scholarships, and you can apply again at oakland.edu/apply. Freshman admission and criteria. So our average freshman comes in at about a 3.5 GPA, but again, 2.5 is considered for admission. And then we are test optional, but our average SAT score in the past has been an 1130. For more information on students and student life, you can go to oakland.edu/students. We do also accept transfer students. You can also fill out an online application, and we do need your college transcript. And if you have any under 24 credits, a high school transcript as well. Transfers can come in at a 2.5, but our average has been a 3.2 and 24 credits. For more information on transfer students, you can go to oakland.edu/transfer. For high school students, we also accept AP, IB, CLEP, and now we accept DSST scores. So if you have an AP score 3 or above, we accept the IB courses as well as certificate. And then for the CLEP, we accept scores of 50 or above. So if you're looking for OU's college code, it is 1497. And these can all be determined with how your credits transfer over at oakland.edu/college credit. You can also do the same thing if you've taken courses at a community college. You can go to our transfer equivalency tool and see how your credits transfer over to us. This can be done at oakland.edu/transfer. Again, we are a fee-free institution, so no application fees, no orientation fees, no parking fees. You can have your car on campus as a freshman. No rec fees. All of our OU sporting events are free, and we do have over 18 different men's and women's Division I sports teams. So a cost of attendance right now, Oakland's tuition is $14,025. We are a course per credit hour institution. So as you start to take higher level courses, then the tuition does increase. Housing is optional if you choose to live on campus. It is definitely recommended, but it's not required. So for 1 year of housing, the charges would be $10,693, bringing your total first year to $24,664. This number will vary based on housing style and class scheduling. For more information on this, it can be found at oakland.edu/tuition. More than 50% of our students receive financial aid. FAFSA did open October 1st for seniors. If you have not already filled it out, definitely want to make sure you get a chance to do that. And for our scholarships, they do begin at a 3.0 GPA. They are test not required, but we do also have scholarships that have a test option. So 3.0 to 3.84, you will receive the University Recognition Award of $1,000 for 4 years. 3.85 to 3.89, our Academic Achievement Award of $2,000 per year. And 3.9 and above, you can receive $3,500 per year. These are no test required. If you had a 3.9 GPA and then you took an SAT or ACT and you received a 33 or 1450, you could be eligible for a Platinum Presidential Scholarship of $12,000 every year for 4 years. We also have grants, and these are based on your financial aid and your FAFSA if you filled it out. So this is our 100% tuition for up to 4 years after expected family contribution and gift aid. Expected family contribution is what your family is expected to pay towards your college education. So we take your OU tuition, that $14,025, subtract any gift aid, and then subtract any expected family contribution, and Oakland University will come in and pay your remaining balance up to 100% every year as long as your EFC is less than $8,000. For more information on this, you can find it at oakland.edu/financial services. We also have additional grants for our students to receive, and you can use all of these scholarships and grants at the same time. So our OU Golden Grant is $20,000, $5,000 per year, awarded to high school students with a 3.0 GPA and an expected family contribution of less than $8,000. And then we have our OU Housing Grant, which is up to $20,000 for 4 years, $5,000 per year, awarded to students who have a high school GPA of 3.0 or higher, live on campus, and have an EFC of less than $8,000. We also have transferred scholarships and grants. I would just like to point out that they are on a 2-year basis as opposed to our freshman scholarships and grants that are on a 4-year basis. At this time, we are offering a frontline worker scholarship, $2,500 for frontline workers pursuing their bachelor's degree at Oakland University. So if you work for a job and you qualify as a frontline worker, you may be eligible for this scholarship. Again, we have a transfer grant, $2,000 for 2 years. And so your next steps after you apply are to activate your account, accept any financial aid, sign up for orientation, and apply for housing. Thank you for joining us, and please follow us on social media at OU Admissions for important dates, upcoming events, news, academics, program information, giveaways, and updates. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And a reminder to our participants, if you have any questions, you can use that Q&A function at any time during this session. Up next, we have Central Michigan University.
All right, hello everyone and welcome. My name is Tiara Barber, here representing Central Michigan University. Our university is located in Mount Pleasant, Michigan, so it's right there in the heart of the state of Michigan. And what I'd like to share with you first is that we are really taking learning outside of the classroom, right? We're putting learning into action. You're learning theory, yes, of course, you're learning all you need to know, but we definitely want to give you that hands-on experience. And we're doing that by getting you into experiential learning opportunities that will really give you a leg up when it comes time to preparing for those careers once you graduate. We are part of the top 6 of Carnegie Research Institutions, which means that we are rooted in research, and you do not have to wait until that senior year or to graduate level to begin embarking in research, right? So that's how we're building you early on from the get-go with those research opportunities. And again, those hands-on experiences from your very first day on campus. Going the wrong way. So what that looks like is in the classroom, we've got over 200 academic majors for our undergraduate students. We started as a teacher's college, and now we've evolved and we've grown business, engineering, health professions, arts, media, all the gamuts, right? So we still, yes, prepare you as teachers, but we definitely have expanded to over 200 academic programs. We have active learning classrooms, so all the technology that you need to be successful, 227 labs, and then over 44 performance art spaces for you to, again, begin that development through your academics and through those other professional development opportunities. Outside of the classroom, we definitely want you to find your voice, and we want to build you as leaders. We have a leadership institute on our campus that you can partake in a leadership minor, and you can also, again, participate in organized conferences and other events that will help you to find your voice, to help you just grow within your personal and your professional development. You can also use that leadership through our 350 student organizations. There's something for everyone. And if not, you can definitely find something and create your own student organization if you'd like. And those definitely include pre-professional organizations, fraternities and sororities, social justice, arts, everything. So again, we've even got squirrel watching as a club. So again, there's something for everyone. Nearly 30,000 of hours of our students volunteer. Those are the accumulated hours throughout the year. And again, we've got alternative breaks where students participate in volunteer activities through spring break, through fall break, over the Christmas holiday. And that can be locally in our community. That can also be elsewhere throughout the United States. So the ways that you can stay connected and involved. And again, leading yourselves, building yourselves as leaders throughout your entire collegiate experience. We also have over 100 intramural leagues, so that if you want to stay competitive, build friendships, stay in shape just a little bit, we've got that. And we're also Division I in the MAC conference. So we've got 16 athletic varsity teams as well. So when it comes to our residence halls, where will you live? There is a 2-year on-campus residential requirement for incoming students. We've got free laundry, you've got kitchenettes on your floors, fitness facilities, study rooms, it covers the gamut. We also have our own residential dining facility just in your very own residential hall as well, so you don't have to go very far for anything except for your classes, right? So everything there's right there at your fingertips. You also have restrooms, bathrooms within each unit, so you don't have to worry about community bathrooms here in our facilities. So when it comes to how much is it going to cost, we have in-state tuition for all students. So you don't have to worry about paying out-of-state tuition if you are not a resident of Michigan. Everyone pays the same thing. So here is an overall estimation, $26,370. That's all inclusive. Tuition, room and board, an estimation of books and travel, and then that student services fee as well. So that's based off of 30 credit hours throughout the academic year, all access to those meals, and then that standard residence hall that most freshmen tend to live in. So that's really what the rates look like this year. And our rates tend to stay pretty consistent throughout year to year. So we don't experience too many highs and lows with that cost of attendance. To help with that, we've got merit-based scholarships based off of your high school performance. Again, if you submit test scores, 20 to 65% off of your tuition just based off of your high school performance. And then if you decide not to submit test scores, which we are test optional through fall 2022, you can get anywhere from 25 to 50% off of your tuition, again, just based off of your high school performance. So encouraging all seniors out there to finish strong so that every bit really does count when it comes to your GPA and with those dollars. Additional scholarship opportunities, once you're admitted, we have some competitive scholarships that you can apply for. And again, those will be available to you in your portal once you complete the application. For the application, you can do that on our website at fireup.cmich.edu/apply or through the Common App. It's also free during the month of October, and all we need is that application and your transcripts, and that is all. Priority deadline, yes, is December 1st. That is for scholarship implications, but we do operate on a rolling schedule. So if you want more information, please scan this barcode. We can definitely send you more information about our university and answer any questions that you may have. So I thank you for your time. There's more contact information about CMU and our admissions office, and we look forward to working with you in the future.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Up next, we have College for Creative Studies.
Awesome. Thank you, Jenny. I'm going to share my screen real quick here. My name is Patty Spencer, and I am a regional admissions counselor at the College for Creative Studies. So I'm a little bit different than some of the other schools on this list. We are a visual art program. It's a 4-year BFA program, but it is all on the visual art side of the world. We're in Detroit, Michigan, and that is a wonderful location to have an art school, basically, because it is really a lot going on. Detroit's a big city, so that's definitely something you need to keep in mind. But it really supports the arts, both visual, performing arts. We were named a UNESCO City of Design, the first one in North America. So again, there's a lot of really interesting things happening in the city that support what we do on campus as a visual art college. I also like to point out too that it really is a safe area. We'll talk more about that in just a second here. But definitely take a look at that. There's some great resources on our website. So I definitely recommend, I will put those links into the chat when we're done and give you a chance to kind of see some different things. Size is another thing to think about. We have just over 1,400 students, which compared to some of the other schools on this list tonight, is going to seem pretty small. But for an art school, it's kind of mid-sized. There are others out there that are a lot smaller than we are, and there's some that are a lot bigger than we are. And that's definitely something you want to pay attention to for yourself to find the school that's going to be the right fit for you. We have 11 majors and 9 emphases underneath those in our undergraduate program, and also 6 graduate programs now. Each of these has unique properties. You can see career applications for all of these, different examples of student work on our website. We also offer a number of minors, so another way to expand your experience and to try some different things. Plus, we offer an art education certification for K through 12 art teaching. It's not a standalone major. It goes along with one of the undergraduate majors that you see on the left there. We've received a lot of accolades over the years. This is just a few examples. And when you see those, what that tells you is that the school's been recognized for a certain amount of quality, or the program, or whatever it is. Something I strongly recommend that any of you guys do, no matter what you want to go into, whether it's art, science, math, English, whatever, is also look at what students are doing when they're done, and are they getting the kind of jobs you're hoping to get. You guys should recognize a lot of these logos. These are just a few examples of companies that have recruited our students, but are the students getting those kind of jobs, or is there a dream job that you have? Is there a company you've always wanted to work for? Find out if they are going to, if they do recruit at that school. So that's a pretty easy, way to kind of look at that. I love this slide. Proof is in the numbers. So there's a lot of different things in here to kind of skim over. 84% of our alumni are working in the field related to their major. 96% are getting their first job within a year of graduation. That whole idea of starving artist needs to go away. There are too many things, different things that you can do as a visual artist these days. And this one down here too, I think is really important, that you're not going to be a starving artist. It shows some starting salary ranges. It's very easy to research that. If you Google, starting salaries for art and design majors, you will come up with some wonderful lists that are going to give you some great ideas. We have a great summer program for high school students, and you can earn college credits for that. So you can take a look at that as well. And the application process is very simple. We have a free online application. We need your transcripts from high school. The minimum GPA is a 2.5. Higher is definitely better for scholarship. And we need a portfolio for admission. We do not require SAT or ACT. The portfolio is pretty simple. We want to see 8 to 12 pieces of your best work. It doesn't specifically have to relate to the major. December 1st is also our early action deadline for scholarship consideration. So it's definitely worth it to try to get everything into us by then if you can. You'll be eligible for the most amount of scholarship possible. And then February 1st is our second priority date. It is also the priority date for applications to concept design. So that one has a few quirks to it. Cost of tuition, we are a private school, so it looks very expensive on paper. Do not let that scare you, especially early in your search, because of this number on the left. 98% of our students receive some kind of financial aid and scholarship. And if you look at our tuition right now, which is tuition fees, room and board, everything, you're looking at about $44,000 to $46,000 a year. That is a scary number. Do not let it scare you away, because we might be a school that's a great fit for you. Our average scholarship over the last few years has been just over $22,000. To learn more information, if you'd like to be on our mailing list, please scan the card on the right, or the admissions folder in the center has great information for students. We have in-person open houses There's a great virtual tour on our website, so that's definitely a place to begin. I will also put my contact information in the website so that you can contact me if you have any questions, and you can always do a personal visit to the school. So if you have information or interest or questions, feel free to reach out to me after tonight. Have a great evening. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Up next, we have Northern Michigan University.
Hi, my name is Erica. I'm from Northern Michigan University. Hi, my name is Erica. I'm from Northern Michigan University. Northern is located in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. We are right on the shores of Lake Superior. We sell. I'm not sure why I keep getting muted. Sorry, everybody. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, all right, it keeps muting me. We are natural setting. It makes for amazing outdoor experiences all year round. Many of our students really love the outdoors, but you don't have to in order to thrive here. Marquette and Northern offer safe, friendly, and welcoming community. We are a mid-sized institution, so we're large enough where we have a lot of programs to choose from, a strong alumni network, connections around the world, nice facilities, but small enough where you have small class sizes and your professors know your name. The average class size is around 28. The average lab size is around 15, and so are seminar sizes. So this gives your professors the ability to get to know you on a personal level, and those close relationships result in mentorship and guidance as you move through your experience at Northern and onto whatever you're going to do next, whether that's grad school or joining the professional world. We have over 170 academic programs to choose from. So we have popular programs related to our natural setting, like fisheries and wildlife management, environmental studies and sustainability, but we also have things like nursing, art and design, criminal justice, sports science, a large array of business programs, as well as medicinal plant chemistry, which is the first program of its kind in the US. You get hands-on experience right away. To help you find out what you love so you can get more specific, or what you hate so you can change your mind and shift to the program that's the right fit for you. But you're working with real people in professional settings with real equipment and resources in the real world, so that when you leave Northern, you're well prepared to take your next steps in grad school or whatever you're going to do next. So Northern is a welcoming space for students from all backgrounds, beliefs, and experiences. And we're an institution that emphasizes access to higher education. So there are no test scores, no essays, and no letters of recommendation as part of our application. We have tons of first-generation college student resources, and there's academic and emotional support as well. So academic support programming, tutoring, disability services, counseling, all of these things to facilitate student success. Your experience outside the classroom is an important piece of your college education. When you feel connected and that you're contributing your experience and your perspective to your community, you're happier and you do better in the classroom. I already mentioned that many of our students love the outdoors all year round, but there's tons to experience indoors too. So we have over 300 student organizations. There's academic and non-academic. We have leadership programs, some that are credit bearing and come with a stipend. There's also volunteering and community service. All of these things are a really big part of student identity at Northern. There are also events that are happening on campus that keep you busy as a spectator or a participant. So the arts, as well as athletics, ranging from esports, which is a varsity sport with scholarships attached to it, as well as football. We're an NCAA Division II school with the exception of men's hockey, which is D1. So let's talk about finances. This is an important piece for students when they are making their college decision. So for our out-of-state students, our tuition and fees and room and board all together amount to around $29,300 per year, but the average financial aid package is around $12,300. That financial aid package can include things like our Wildcat Merit Scholarships that bring that out-of-state tuition rate much closer to in-state, as well as competitive scholarship opportunities, including our Presidential Scholars Competition, with awards ranging from $1,000 to a full ride. We are still accepting applications for this competition for students who are planning to start in fall of 2022. We also have other free money opportunities for students to take advantage of as well with additional applications. I do want to mention that a laptop is included in tuition with access to Northern's LTE network or wireless network across the Upper Peninsula. Now, I don't think it's a secret that the world is at a pivotal point right now. There's so much that's coming to a head in the US and all over the world. And you as students are going to change this world, and we need you to change this world. And at Northern, we want to give you the tools to do that. Our alumni are out making an impact, and we know that you are going to do the same. And we want to give you the tools to make the biggest impact that you can. We'd love for you to come and visit campus, learn more about us. We're offering virtual and on-campus visit opportunities. I can only talk about so much in 6 minutes. So if any of this resonates with you, come check us out and experience this place for yourself, however you're able to do that. You can scan the QR code here to get some more information. But again, my name is Erica. I work with students from Ohio. I would love to hear from you. My job is to help you through this process, so please reach out.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And again, participants, if you have any questions, feel free to use that Q&A function, and our schools here tonight will answer any questions you have. Up next, we have Miami University.
Hello, everyone. Let me share my screen here. Oh, I need Erica. Can you stop sharing your screen? Thank you. All right, here we go. There we go. All right, welcome everyone. My name is Lindsay Holden. I am Director of Strategic Recruitment at Miami University, and I'm really happy to see you all here this evening. We are a medium-sized public institution here in Ohio, just under 20,000 total students, and the vast majority of those are undergraduate students. So about 17,000 of those students are undergraduates. So it means here at Miami that even though our numbers are large, the opportunities that you're looking for are available to undergraduate students. So things like research, getting to know your professors, opportunities to study abroad, to connect with alums, all of that open to our undergraduate students. And you'll start doing those things as early as your freshman year if you know that that's something that you want to do. We are one of the original public Ivies, which really just means a really exceptional undergraduate education at a public school price here in Ohio. We've been recognized for our commitment to undergraduate teaching for the last 10 years. We've been ranked in the top 10 every year for the last 10 years. So I think that really just shows that our faculty and staff here at Miami are really heavily focused on that undergraduate education, making sure the curriculum is up to date, making sure our undergraduates, when they're done, are going to be ready for those next steps. We surveyed our students a couple of years ago, 2 years ago actually, to find out what exactly spoke to them about Miami. What was it that they thought we needed to make sure we shared with students? And overwhelmingly, we heard it feels like home. That's something that our students really connect with. And I think we do a lot of that because we are a residential campus. So our students are required to live on campus their first 2 years. Students, their last 2 years do tend to live off campus, but they do live right next to campus in most cases. We are a small college town here in Oxford, and our students really do maintain that campus community feel here. Our students in their freshman year live in what we call living learning communities. And so you're not just selecting a residence hall kind of randomly, you are selecting an area of interest, whether it's professional or social, like our outdoor pursuits, living learning community. You know that you're already going to be living with people who have something in common with you, even if you don't necessarily know them, that you're going to be best friends with everyone. You know you're going to have something in common, and that's really going to help people kind of get together and know that you're going to really be part of that campus community really quickly early on here at Miami. I mentioned Oxford a little bit. We're a small college town with just about 12,000 residents when our students aren't here. So we're really glad to have everyone back in full force this year, out and about. It's really brought the town alive again, which is great. And it really is the quintessential college town. When I came here, I really thought, oh my gosh, this is really what you read about in storybooks. And it is a town full of people who mostly work at the university or affiliated in some way. And so we all have a vested interest in making sure that our students are successful and that the university is successful. So I think it's a really great place to be, to come together as a town and a student population. Our students, again, we're about 45 minutes from Cincinnati, so we are very much that campus community here. We have over 600 clubs and organizations available on campus. I think that means pretty much whatever you want to get involved in, you can while you're here. Some of our most popular types of organizations include service organizations. Intramural and club sports is actually our most popular type of organization outside of academic organizations. So when you think we're a Division I athletic school here in the MAC, but that's tons of opportunities as well for students who want to continue to be athletic, but maybe not at that Division I level. We have some seriously nationally competitive club programs, especially our men's and women's hockey club programs. Obviously, hockey in general is a big deal here. So plenty of opportunities for everyone to get on the ice. Broomball is one of our most popular intramural sports. So you can get a team together with your floor, go play broomball. It's really fun. I recommend, even if you don't want to play it, you go watch your friends play because it's really funny and a great way to really get involved. Oh, I got ahead of myself a little bit. At Miami, I talked about our commitment to undergraduate education, and we really think that we give students the power to do more than just sitting in the classroom and learning. When you're there, we want students who are going to go above and beyond. We see about 60% of our students graduating with a major, a double major, or a major and a minor. We have about 30 combined programs where students can complete a fast track bachelor and master's degree program, some designed to finish in 5 years, some designed to finish in 4, depending on how many AP and dual enrollment credits you can bring with you. Undergraduate research is incredibly big here at Miami. We have the first year research experience. So if you know you want to do research on campus, but you don't know exactly what that means, you can register for the first year research experience where you'll learn what it means to do research, and you'll work with a faculty mentor as well through that first research project. Study abroad is really a big deal here at Miami. We're ranked in the top 5 nationally for public institutions for study abroad. We have over 90 locations available to choose from, including our own Miami University campus in Luxembourg. So it's great. You can go take Miami classes with Miami professors and be centrally located in Europe for travel. It's great. You don't have to worry about how classes are going to transfer back, which is really great. We have 5 different academic divisions, as you can see here. Our College of Creative Arts is our liberal arts college on campus. College of Creative Arts is our smallest division. Our Farmer School of Business and our nursing program are our 2 direct entry programs. So there is a bit of an extra step there. So we have 3 honors programs on campus. We have an additional application for those honors opportunities when you apply to Miami. What does it mean to apply to Miami? We have a few different dates and deadlines, as you can see here. Our most important deadline is December 1st. It is our priority consideration deadline for scholarships, direct entry into our competitive programs, and all of that kind of stuff. What does it mean to attend Miami cost-wise? You can see here we are a public institution in Ohio, so it does vary in-state or out-of-state. And we also award scholarships, taking that into consideration. So you can see here our average award information. We do know that the average graduate from Miami has just under $30,000 of student loan debt, so well under our average starting salary of $53,000 for students across all majors on campus. You can see our scholarship information here. We award our scholarships. We are test optional this year. So if you send test scores, that's great. If you do not, that's also great. We will use the weighted GPA that you send us on your transcript. You see the ranges are pretty wide, and that really is going to depend on the rigor of the curriculum that you've taken, as well as what our applicant pool looks like and the amount of money we have available to spend. I mentioned our average starting salary for our students, as well as average salary information for years of experience. We know our students are very successful. 96% of our students are employed. Oh, sorry. I didn't ever see you pop up.
That's all right. That's our time. So we'll have to move
Okay,
on.
perfect. This is my last slide. Anyway, perfect.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And last but not least, we have Xavier University.
All right. Hi, everybody. So I'm not Dallas Stokes, actually. My name is Mia Lind. So let me go ahead and share my screen here. All right. So we are Xavier University. We are a medium-sized school, and we are also Jesuit. So that is definitely core and central to who we are. And with this Jesuit identity, what we're really big on is this idea of all for one. So if you take away one thing from this 6-minute presentation, I want you to remember all for one. So that's definitely central to who we are. From the moment that you step on campus, you will feel this atmosphere on campus. So really, as a Jesuit university, everything that we do ties back to this idea in our community of being there for each other. So this picture is actually of our move crew. So again, right when you move in, you are greeted by these lovely humans who are very energetic. This photo was taken at 7 in the morning. They must inject coffee straight into their veins. But right from the get-go, you are going to be welcomed and invited on our campus as an all-for-one Musketeer. A little bit about our school. So we are, like I said, a medium-sized university. Here's some important numbers for you. I'll let you read those while I talk about this. So the example I like to give is when you are walking to class, you're going to pass a ton of people that you know. And in that, it might not be pull them aside and say, hey, what's up? What'd you do this weekend? But it might be the classic, hey, what's up? Head nod. Whenever you go to class, the cafeteria, club meeting, you will always know someone, but you never know everyone. So not everybody knows all your business, but you always have someone to sit with. It's kind of how I like to describe that. Again, another important one is 40% are the only ones to come from their high school this year. So this is our past freshman class info. So just keep that in mind for both reasons. Some more important numbers. The one that sticks out to me here is the 12-to-1 student faculty ratio. So our faculty is absolutely fantastic. They want you to succeed. So they're going to make sure that you do that inside and outside of the classroom. They're required to have office hours, but they will also meet with you for coffee or just to go over and talk about life and hopefully give you some extra credit points on a test if you didn't do so well and things like that. So our faculty goes above and beyond. Also like to point out our 4 honors programs. So we have an overarching one called University Scholars. We have one specifically for our business school called Smith Scholars, one for data science, and then one called PPP, Philosophy, Politics, and the Public. And this one is going to be more of a pre-law track. So now also you can see we have 90 undergrad degree programs. These are our top 10. So that first one there is nursing. Nursing is a direct admit program. So little few more steps there for the application. Also business is really popular as well. I always like to mention we do have a really cool opportunity called the D'Artagnan Fund, where students actually get to invest in stocks. And we've actually invested over $3.5 million. And this has been a 6-year project. So we're super excited about that as well. So always like to point that out. Also, once you get here, as your admission counselor, it's my job to help you get on campus. But once you get here, we're not going to say, all right, peace out, good luck. Hopefully you graduate in 4 years. You have this whole team to make sure that you're doing okay. So first one is your academic advisor. They're there to make sure that you're getting all your credits done and that you're graduating in 4 years or less. Next one is your success coach. They are your personal cheerleader on campus. They are your go-to person whenever you have an issue, problem, need any help, go to them. Student peer mentor is going to be an upperclassman student who sits in one of your first year seminars. They're basically your older sibling on campus. They'll tell you what the good times are to go to the cafeteria, tell you what's up. Also, you have a financial aid advisor and counselor. So we do realize that the most stressful part about college, and probably one of the most important as well, is actually paying for college. So they will stick with you all 4 years. We also give you a career coach. They will help you with interview prep, as well as building a resume and also getting a job and getting internships. And then you also have the opportunity to get a professional mentor, which is someone that went to Xavier, majored in what you are currently studying, and now works in that industry. So this whole team is there to make sure that you're doing okay. Also, can't talk about Xavier without talking about basketball, of course. So we are a hoops school. Here's some info for you. And that last one there, that last tickets are free. That's going to be the most important one, right? So you do not need to pay out of pocket for tickets or anything like that. It is part of your ticket bundle. But games are so much fun. And also, as you can see, we do pretty well. You can always tell when it's a game day on campus. The energy is just electric. And then also we are in Cincinnati, Ohio, so Southern Ohio. We are very fortunate to be in Ohio for a lot of professional reasons. So like I said, we are very lucky to be here professionally and socially. There is always something to do. The one event I always like to mention is Oktoberfest. Oktoberfest in Cincinnati is actually the second largest in the world. So that's something a lot of students will go to. We also have 7 different Fortune 500 companies in Cincinnati, and Cincinnati was voted #1 city for recent college grads. So we have a lot going for us there. And then also finally want to mention our 98% success rate. So this means one of 3 things. This means that 98% of our students 6 months after graduation are fully employed in what they were studying here. They're taking a year of service or they're in grad school. And those businesses are some ones that we have really good relationships with. So just want to say thank you so much. Again, my name is Mia Lind. That's my contact info. So if you need anything else, please feel free to reach out and let me know.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you to all of our schools for being here today. We have a couple minutes left for some Q&A, so I'll invite everyone back on screen for the Q&A now. We'll go in the same order as you presented in. Our first question for the evening is, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? So that little nugget of wisdom you have for all of our participants here tonight. What advice would you give someone going through the college search process? We'll start with Oakland.
Hi, yes. So I would definitely say visit the campus that you want to go to, visit the college that you want to go to. Make sure you can see yourself on campus. Make sure that it's somewhere that you're going to be comfortable for the next 4 or however many years. And get involved. When you do get on campus, get involved. That's where you make your friends. That's where you feel like the community that you're going to is home. And it gives you a lot of opportunities.
I would say to get organized. I know it's a lot of information. It can be overwhelming, and to start early. So just start as early as you can with the organization, with your schools, application deadlines, application requirements, location, potential majors, those types of things. I think it'll help you keep all of your information orderly and easily accessible if you find your own system of organization early on throughout the process.
I would say use us as a resource. So as you're going through this process, that's what we're here for, to help you through and answer questions. And you're not supposed to know everything. That's what our job is. So let us do something and let us help you through it.
Oh, sorry. Patty, sorry. I just
skipped me, sorry. My advice would be that find the school that is the right fit for you. It's not necessarily going to be the same for your best friend or the majority of people at your school, but it's the one that's going to be right for you. And like Michaela was saying, you're going to feel comfortable there. You're going to be happy there for 4 years. We don't want you to come and leave after a semester because you hate it. So keep in mind, it might be different. And all of the things that we're talking about tonight are all things to help you figure out what that is. And we are great resources.
All right, well, Erica stole my traditional one of making sure that you use us as resources. So my other piece of advice is keep an open mind, visit a few different types of colleges, see where you really feel comfortable. Don't make your mind up too quickly because you never know what the possibilities are out there.
My main piece of advice is to remember that you are not alone in this process. So like Erica said, of course, you have us as your admission counselors, but also realize that there are a ton of other people going through this exact same college process. So if you are stressed right now, that is totally okay. It is a stressful situation. It's stressful to figure out what you want to do. So just realize that you're not alone in that.
Thank you so much. It's all really great advice. I think we have time for really quick one more question. So quick round robin, what is one thing you want students to remember about your school?
Yes, so I would like for everyone to remember that we are fee-free, we are test not required, and we are a very personal school. So we want you to personalize your experience, live on campus, don't bring your car to campus, get involved, do what you want to do. Oakland is a school for you to be you.
I will say that Central Michigan is, we learn by doing, we put learning into action, and we definitely take into consideration our students, your experience, and want to make sure that it's enhanced and supported as well as it can be. So we definitely welcome all feedback and support for our students.
One quick thing to remember about CCS, besides the fact that we are a visual art college, which is a little different than a lot of the schools on the list here tonight, is that you can make a living at what you love to do. So if the arts are your passion, art, design, whatever it is, follow that, find a school that's going to help you learn how to make a living at it and to be successful.
And I would say at Northern, students come to the university for the sense of community a lot of times. So when they talk about like what's different or what do they most appreciate, they say community, the connection. They feel like they belong. They feel like it's their home.
We very much want students to remember here when they come to Miami that it feels like home to our students, and that's the overwhelming response we get from our current students.
If you remember one thing about Xavier University, please remember the phrase all for one. You will be worked with on an individual basis to make sure that you're doing okay, and you will be accepted here like you are family. So remember all for one.
Thank you so much, everyone. It's been great learning more about your institutions as we went along this evening. Thank you so much to our participants for joining us as well. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 5-question survey. So we'd really appreciate any feedback that you can provide. You'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all the other sessions recordings at strivescan.com/Ohio. That's strivescan.com/Ohio. Thank you so much and have a great evening.